Hey guys, this is Balu and today in this tutorial I will show how we can create this kind of VFX videos in Blender using fSpy application and GeoTracker add-on. So hope you guys will find the video useful, and without any further delay let's start today's video. So first of all, here I will be using the footage from Pixels, and also I will be using this train model from Sketchweb. I will leave a link in the description for both these things. You can download this one and you can follow along. So here I will be downloading this model. So download, and I will be downloading GLTF format. Just click on the download button, it will be downloaded, and also get the footage. So now let's move on to fSpy application, which is going to use for getting the camera perspective. So in order to use this fSpy application we need to have image format. So here I got the footage, right? So if you are using VLC player, go to this video. So first of all, come to the starting frame, go to this video options and click on this take snapshot. So we want a single image here. So here you can see we got the single image, right? So I will drag and drop it onto this fSpy application. So vanishing points, let it be 2, and here y-axis I will change this to z-axis. So here this red line is x-axis and this blue is z-axis. So first of all, let me adjust this x-axis, hold shift key to zoom in here. So I will place this axis here and let's place this at the corner. So here we got the another one, right? So I will place at this corner and let's place this here. So here I will be trying to match these straight lines. Okay, now let's place the z-axis. So let's bring it here, let's at corner, and I'll place this at the corner. Let's select this, place it at this corner. So now here you can see we got the perspective arrange. So I will place this object here so that whichever object we add in Blender, it will be appearing at this position only. So now let's save this one. So go to this file option, save. So here I will be renaming this as 7777 and save. So now we can close this fSpy application and let's open Blender. So here we are in Blender and I am using this 4.3.2 version. So first of all, let's get that fSpy data here. So in order to get that fSpy data, go to this file, import, select this fSpy, and by the way, if you're not getting this option, that means you did not install that add-on. And by the way, this fSpy add-on is also free. So if you want to know how to download and install, just click a link in the description, or else you can click on the iCard above where I have showed how to install and download these applications. Okay, so once that, just select this fSpy and select your data, fSpy data. So here I got that fSpy data, right? So select it and import. So now you can see we got the camera and also we got the image. So since we are dealing with the video, we need to change this background image to video. So come to this camera options, expand this background images, change this to movie clip and load the clip here once again. So open and load the clip. And let's increase the opacity. Fine. So now first we need to create a rough model of this building. So this is very basic building, right? So it won't take much time. So Shift A. Let's go to mesh and select the cube here. Let's reduce the scaling. So zoom it up, press S and reduce the scaling. Don't move the cube here, just adjust it as it is. So let's place this. Now let's change this to edit mode. Face selection, let's select this face and let's move. So here I am matching this corner. So I think, yeah, this is fine. So let's select this face here. Now let's adjust this here. Okay, so now you can see we got this side edges matched. Now let's select this below face and let's extrude it downward, and also let's select this above face. Press 0 to see through camera and let's drag it above here like this. So we got our basic structure. So again, go to this options and change this to object mode. So here the footage is moving, right? So we need to track this footage. So for that I will be using this GeoTracker. So you will get 15 days trial period for GeoTracker. You can use it. After that we need to purchase that one. So let's do the tracking. So press N on the keyboard to get the GeoTracker options. So click on this GeoTracker and click on this create new GeoTracker. So now come to this clip options here. Here we need to load up the footage once again. So open, load the footage and load clip. And geometry, by default this geometry cube will be selected, and in camera fSpy data will be there. So now click on the reanalyze option. Here you will get analyze option. I'm getting reanalyze because I have analyzed the footage already. Click on that analyze option, select the frames from where to where you want to analyze. Okay and okay. So now you can see it is analyzing our footage. It will analyze the footage from 0 to the last frame and last frame to 0 frame. So here the analyzing is done. Now change this to camera option since we are tracking the camera. After that, click on the start pin mode. And now click on this track to end. So now you can see we are getting this data added in the scene. So here the tracking is done. Now we can click on this exit pin mode. And now the object or this cube will be following the camera movements. Nice. So now we have completed our camera tracking. So now let's see how we can add our 3D objects. So here I will be importing this 3D model. Before that, I will add a path so that the train has to follow. So go to this add curve. I'll be selecting this path option. So here we got the path, right? So first of all, let me see where the camera is. So the camera is here, right? So first of all, let me place this here. Let's rotate this towards the camera. Press S to reduce the scaling. So now let's add the path. So let's place this here at the starting. Now press 7 for the top view. Now press tab key for edit mode. Select the vertex here. Press E to extrude and place it. Now you can press E to extrude and place it. Press E. So now we got this thing right. So what I will do, hold Ctrl plus to select the vertices here. So I will move this vertices above. Let it be here like this. Again select this vertex. So select the vertex here. So this will be the one. So press tab key to exit this edit mode. So now you can see we got this path right. And now we need to adjust this origin point here. So press tab key once again. Now let's select this vertex here. Shift S, hold Shift S and cursor to selected. So we got the origin point here. And also go to this object, set origin, origin to 3D cursor. Nice. So we got the path created. So press 0 to see through camera. Yeah. So I think this starting should not be visible in the camera, right? So press tab key once again and let's move this. So 0. Let's bring it out of this camera. And let's adjust this vertices also. Okay, so press 0 and these vertices I will bring. So adjust the path according to your choice. Okay, so yeah, so now this is okay. So now let's import. So again we need to adjust this anchor point. So let's select this, Shift S, sorry, cursor, origin to 3D cursor. Okay, so now let's import our train model. So go to this file option, import. Before that, let me save this project. So Control S. So the file is saved. So now let's import this train model. So go to this file option, import. So I have downloaded in GLTF, right? So select this GLTF and locate the file. So here I got the file. So select it and import. So here I got the train model. So first of all, let me reduce the scaling of this model. Okay, and I think I don't need this track. So let's select the track and delete the track here. So here this train model is not a single object. So first we need to make it a single object. So let's select any of the part here or mesh. Let us select rest of the mesh. Now Control J to join them. So now this is single object and I think let's delete these empty points. I think these are empty points. Let's delete them. So let's reduce the scaling once again. Press S and reduce the scaling of this train model. And now we need to place this train model at the origin point. So let's get the origin point at the center. So Shift S, cursor to world origin. So we got the cursor at world origin. Now let's select the train model. Now Shift S, selection to cursor. So this is important. Make sure to set the model at the center of this origin point. Okay. So now being selected this train model, come to this modifier options, add modifier, deform curve. So in curve object, we need to select the curve here. And now we need to set the deform axis. So let's change this to Y. So I think this Y axis is working and the scale is reduced. So let's increase the scaling, press S and increase the scaling. So I think this is fine. Press 0 to see through camera. Let's increase the scaling a bit. So now be on the starting frame, press I on the keyboard to add a keyframe. So now move to the last frame here and now change the value of this Y axis. So now you can see the train model is following along the curve. And let's see through camera, press 0 and let's make it out of this camera. So let it be here. Now we can press I on the keyboard to add a keyframe. So now if I play this, you can see we got this train model following the curve path. So if you want to have a linear motion, we can do that. So let's select both the keyframes by pressing A on the keyboard, or else you can select both the keyframes here. Now press T and make it linear. So now if you play this, you can say we got our animation. And by any chance, if you want to rotate this rotation, so I will show you how to do that also. So here the train is bending totally, right? It is rotating like completely in a unrealistic way, right? So if you want to adjust that one, let's select the curve here. Okay, so press tab key for edit mode, select few vertex points here. So I have selected these things, so 3 vertices. Now press Ctrl plus T and rotate. So here you can see we can rotate the train model. Now you can press tab key to exit this edit mode, or else change this to object. So now if I play this, so now you can see we got this thing. So here also, if you want to adjust the rotation at any point, you can do that. Nice. So now let's move on to this render viewport. So here the scene is looking dark because there is no light in the scene. So here I will be using HDRI. So here the footage is cloudy, right? So here from Polyheaven I am using this HDRI. So simply click on the download option, it will be downloaded. So now come to this render viewport, come to this world options, click on the yellow of this color and add environment texture. And here we need to select the HDRI what we have downloaded. So open. So this is the HDRI and open image. So now you can see we got some light in the scene. So now let's come to this render settings, enable ray tracing option, come to this film option and make it transparent. So now if I play this, you can see we got our train model following the curve nicely. So come to this color management and make it standard to get the true colors. So now if I play this, you can see we got this kind of animation. So here the shadows are not falling. So in order to get shadows, I will add sunlight. So shift A, come to this light option and add sun here. And position doesn't matter actually. And I will rotate in this way. So now we got the shadows also. So now we don't want this cube to be visible. We want the building, right? So we will be using cycles in order to get rid of this cube and also to retain the shadows. So let's come to this render settings. Change the render into cycles and device enable GPU compute. Okay. So now being selected this cube, come to this object properties, scroll down, come to this visibility and make it a shadow catcher. So now we will have that shadows on the building and also we will get rid of that cube. So yeah, I think this is fine. So now here come to this maximum samples. I will reduce the maximum samples to 16 and noise threshold I will change this to 0.1. So if you can spend much time on this render and if your device is capable, you can increase this maximum samples to get the better output. So for my device 16 is more, so I will use this to 16 only, and rest and all you can leave like that only. And if you want to add bit of contrast, come to this look option and add contrast here. Okay, so now come to this output properties. So resolution you can set it here. I will leave the default resolution, enable render region, crop to render region, and frame rate it should match with the footage frame rate. So here footage frame rate is of 24, so I will leave this to 24 only, and frame range I will leave this to 1 to 264 only. If you want to reduce or increase, you can do that. So output, for output I will select a folder where I can save the files. So go to this option. So here I have saved the location to save the output files. Okay, so file format, let it be PNG and make sure this RGB is selected. And if you want to enable motion blur, you can do that. I will enable motion blur here, it looks nice. So once these settings are done, just come to this render and click on this render animation. So this will render only the CG elements here, we won't get the footage. So after that we need to use any editing software like Premiere Pro or After Effects or anything to do the composting. So in this way we can create this kind of cool visual effects videos in Blender easily. So hope you guys have learned something new from this tutorial. If you have learned anything new, please like, share and subscribe my channel to support me. So we'll meet in the next video. Until then, signing off. Take care. Bye.